Hi, my name's Courtney. Today I'm going to show you how to make a concert scrapbook. So I'm going to go over a page from a show that was quite literally almost 2 years ago because I'm so far behind in mine. But this is just kind of the process that I go through to make mine. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I always go into Photoshop and then I make a 4x6 photo. I typically like to have smaller pictures so I can fit more on a page. The next thing I really like to do is to go back to the day of the show and then kind of go see what I have and what I'd like to include in my scrapbook page. So I kind of start making a new album, and then I'll screenshot also like portions of videos if I like see something that I'm like excited about. This is my page. I'm gonna kind of sketch out what I want on here. And also during this process, I will reference my photos. Sometimes I'll like screw it up. And when I'm done with my sketch, it looks like this. And now I'm gonna measure each individual square. When I'm labeling, it looks like this typically. When I'm in my Photoshop project, I go to File and then Place Embedded, and I select my image. And then I will cross-reference on my sheet how big I want the photo for. So this one's 2 by 1.5. So then I will go here and I have it set in inches. And I hold shift to keep the ratio the right size. And then I'll usually frame it on like an edge. And once I have it on there, I will check it off on my sheet. And then I'll continue to do that with the rest on the page. And once I'm done sort of sorting out all the things for a page, this is what it looks like. And then I'll throw in some stuff from other shows if I have room. And when I'm done, I go to File, Export, Export As, and then I do a JPEG and I do the highest resolution. And then I try to like give them all the same name. So this one I'll do J-O-N-O P1. I do the same for the rest. And then I typically get mine done from Walmart because I like theirs the best. But then when I go to the website, I'll hit add. Oh, sorry, I'm on my computer. Haha. And then there's all these files here that I named. I'm gonna go in here. There should be 6 files, and I'm making sure I'm ordering the 4x6 ones. They look good to me, but sometimes I'll check because they'll be like cropped weird. And then as you can see, it's like 84 cents, so it's really cheap. I'm gonna check out now. Then I put down some card stock. I really felt like red was the vibe for the show. These are all of my prints here. Okay, so I don't like the layout that I had. I totally measured everything wrong. I don't know how that happened. This is the layout I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna have some text up here, some text right there. I think maybe like right here we'll put something, maybe something right here. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think this is what I'm gonna go with for now. For gluing stuff down, I use this Elmer's Craft Bond if I want like a firm hold. Okay, so normally for the writing part, I use my Cricut, but I'm honestly at the point where I'm just kind of like wanting to be done with this because it's taking me months to get through it because I've just been so busy with so many other things. So I'm just gonna kind of like buckle down, write it out, and then put it on the page. Okay, I lied. I hated my handwriting, and so I am doing the Cricut. I just write out my little spiel, and it writes for me. See? Fancy schmancy. Since I have the Cricut out already, I'm just going to try to finish up some other pages, but this is what I have. This is the final page. I'm honestly not mad about it, but it's also not my favorite one I've done either. I think the important thing to know is just that you have fun with it and put your own creative twist on things. And I also like looking at Pinterest for inspiration, and then I just kind of play off that as well. But I mean, I really enjoy expressing myself and I enjoy concerts. So this is one of the ways that like I'm able to incorporate a couple of my hobbies together of crafting and being a fangirl at once. Hopefully this video gave you some inspiration or I don't know, some initiative to maybe try something new. But other than that, this video literally took me months, which is so funny. Like, I think you'll be able to tell, like, my hair is different lengths. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Comment down below your thoughts on creating a concert scrapbook. Maybe some questions you might have about starting one. Also, subscribe. I create a lot of fangirl guide videos. Not always DIY, but I just kind of like giving some life advice, tips. But until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day, and bye!